It's hard to meet anyone in Iraq that hasn't lost multiple members of their family. One man I was going to interview had lost 12 cousins and uncles. By the time I sat down with him a week later, he'd lost 14 members of his family. It's so dangerous to move around Baghdad these days that there are millions of Iraqis who are too terrified to go across town. One family I interviewed recently thought it was important enough to take the risk so that they could come and tell their story about what their life is like. And when they traveled across the river, it was the first time in 3 years that they'd been to that part of the city. In some neighborhoods where it's so dangerous, families have bonded together and they choose one person to go out every week and buy the most basic essentials for all the houses on the block so that only one person that week is risking their life. Simple things like garbage collection have become instruments of the Civil War and instruments of sectarian violence. Hundreds of garbage collectors have been murdered. It's one of the most dangerous jobs in Baghdad. A young Iraqi boy told me recently that he sold his bicycle. When I asked him why, he looked at me with confusion. He didn't even understand how I could ask him that question. And he said to me, "What can I do with a bicycle in Baghdad? I haven't used my bicycle in more than 2 years." That was a very revealing moment for me because it said so much about what this war has taken from Iraqi people.